If I had a way to make you take your business seriously, I mean, if I could literally, if I could put a gun to your head and say, if you don't do X, Y, and Z, I'm going to take you out. That probably would work. But nobody can legally do that. You'll get terminated from your company and you'll lose your distributorship. Think about that. Fight Club. Brad Pitt goes in and grabs this immigrant worker at a convenience store, takes him out back. Why are you working here? What did you want to be? You want to be a veterinarian. Why are you not one? It's too hard. What's too hard? School's too hard. Oh, really? Give me your wallet. Takes his license out. I know where you live. If you're not in veterinarian school in 2 weeks, I'm going to come back. I'm going to take you out. Now run along. Now think about that. When you've got serious motivation, you can get anything done that you want. For example, if your company said to you, you need to be right here in this spot, right here, this time tomorrow, with 5 new recruits applications to join your business. 24 hours from now, you'd be right here with those 5 apps or you're dead. And you know just like he knew, that it would happen. Your life would be over. How many of you all would be here with those 5 applications? I mean, look, you'd be calling up your friends, your neighbors, hey, look, I need your social security number and credit card, I'll tell you what you signed for later on. You'd be like, you'd be doing what you gotta do. So what are we establishing here? When the why is strong, you'll figure out the how-tos. For Raymond, the why was strong. He'll figure out how to enroll in school. So that's why you got to figure out your why. The word decide sounds like suicide, sounds like a homicide. Decide means to kill something. You've got to kill the alternative. You're either going to win here or you're going to lose. You're going to succeed or you're going to fail. You're going to either do it or you're not going to do it. You're going to make your family proud or you're going to let them down. You got to commit. Your business has got to be a priority. Success in network marketing does not come from a place of convenience. For most network marketers that I've met over the last 20 years, convenience is their enemy. They live in this convenient place. I will go to my briefing tomorrow night as long as it's not raining, as long as it's not cold, as long as my team isn't playing that night, as long as my favorite TV show is not on, as long as my child is not sick. Everything else will trump your business. Why? Because you own your own business. That was the whole draw. That's the reason why you got started this thing, right? It's because you can call your own shots. You can get time freedom. Well, your brain's twisted. If you pay the price first, then those decisions will be able to be made later on. I've got some friends of mine in here that have made millions of dollars in their respective companies. They have the ability now to make those decisions. But to get to a 6 or 7 figure income, you have to learn to say the word what? No. Your friend wants you to come over and help them move their house? No. Someone needs you to rake leaves? No. Watch my kid? No. Watch your own kid? No. Tie them up, give them a bowl, you got a meeting to go to. They'll forgive you later, they will. But seriously, where does your business rank in your priorities? It has to rank very high. You probably heard different rankings before, faith, family, finance, wherever you want to find things, but you got to figure out where it is. And you can't just be, like a ping pong ball in a wind tunnel going wherever the wind blows. You got to figure out, you got to be dead set on where you're going. And people, my friends know, don't call me on a certain night because that's my briefing night. If I've got a super Saturday once a month and something comes up, it could be a concert, it could be a ball game, it could be a trip that all my friends are going to Vegas. And matter of fact, my brother and some of my best friends went to Vegas twice in the last 2 years. One to Vegas, one to Atlantic City. Both times happened to fall on a weekend where I was doing my monthly event. And they're like, Brian, you do those events every month. You've been doing it for 16 years. Just come with us. No, You have to be willing to be locked in solid in what you're doing. You have to decide. Commit. Have your priorities in the right order. And finish what you start. People quit so many things that they shouldn't quit, and they won't quit the things they should quit. But we're in a quitter society. It just is what it is. We teach our kids, if you don't like baseball, go play hockey. If you don't like hockey, play football. You don't like football, pick up basketball. If you don't like basketball, look, I know at a certain age, you got to let them try the different sports. But at some point, we have to be willing to make a decision. I'm going to build this business. And if I ever hear somebody say, I'm going to go ahead and give this a try, I jump down their throat. Try. If you say the word try, it means you're giving mental recognition to defeat right out of the gate. Try? If you're going to spend $800,000 to open up a fast food franchise, are you going to say, I'm going to give this a try? No, you're going to make sure that it works. Anybody who does any other kind of real business, they don't just say, I'm going to give this a try. They say, I'm going to do this. The ones that you read about in the magazines, at least. Believe me, there's millions of people out there that try businesses of all kinds. The triers. The triers are never the winners. The triers are never the ones that people are reading about. You got to make the decision that you're going to get it done. Decide. Success is a decision followed by daily choices. So you all made the decision to come here today. I applaud you guys for actually taking an entire Sunday to sit in front of a guy that's going to yell at you for 5 hours. Where you could have been somewhere else. But here's the next thing. Once you get this information, what are you going to go do with it? What will you do with it? Will that notepad go up on the shelf where most people never pull the notes out and actually apply it? Most people actually will buy a book. Most will never even read it. But even if they read it, it goes on the bookshelf. It's one of their trophies. Look at all these books I've read. Still broke, but look at all these books I've read. You don't need 1,000 books. You don't need 100 books. People brag about, I read a book a week. I've read 300 books in my life. Good. Well, show me your results. I'd rather read 4 or 5 books over and over and over and over again and apply it in my life than to have 200 trophies on my bookshelf. I can tell you how many times I read Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People. There's some books out there that you can just digest. A follower will read a book one time and say, hey, that was a good book. A leader will read a book and say, man, I need to get my entire team reading this, and they'll drive it in their organization forever.